Are you ready to get the Hydrafacial glow? Loved in 87 countries across the world. It's not a facial, it's a Hydrafacial. Now available across the UK. Visit hydrafacial.co.uk to find your nearest location.
You'll find the history of 52 cocktails. You can try a new one every week. I tell stories about where I was when I first experienced them, different celebrities that I drank these cocktails with.
I'm confused. Surely it should be every day. Think who you're talking to, darling. It's a new cocktail every day. It's not a problem.
I love it. Where do you live? I'm coming to your house, Harriet. It's like a fun house.
Hi, girls.
Hi.
How divine is this weather? Oh, my goodness.
Isn't it
How
gorgeous?
lucky are we?
Sherry's still not here. Do you think do you think the aliens are bringing her back?
Darling, highly likely. And she's never on time. We know that. We're always waiting.
Yes, exactly.
But actually, she might be having a hydrofacial.
Ah, she
What,
could
of
well
course
be. But can I just tell you about the black hole that I was listening to, darling?
What black hole?
That's not a euphemism. The black hole, I've just discovered that you can actually listen to a black hole because it's like a symphony. It's like music, and there are notes that nobody's
Darling,
ever heard
what
of.
the hell are you talking about? What are you talking about? A black hole in space? Or
Yeah,
are you
black
talking about
holes
in the
in
ground?
the galaxy. You see, and I think maybe Sherry has been lost in one. So let's hope she can come out.
I'm sure she'll land any second, dear. So like, anyway, bring in a guest and she'll arrive. Come on.
Harriet, did you ever see a program? My favorite program as a kid was Lost in Space.
Yes, I love Lost in Space.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
What was he called? The robot?
I can't remember.
Do you remember him, Dee?
Yes,
Darling,
I
I've
do.
got one brain cell on trickle. I'm not going to be able to remember his name, the robot's name. I love the guy. But listen, let's get on with the show because we've got someone exciting.
I know.
Cheryl can turn up when she turns up. Who cares?
We have. So we met this gorgeous man, Harriet.
We did. We met
You're
this gorgeous man.
You're always meeting gorgeous men. In fact, every man you meet is gorgeous, as far as I can see.
Well,
He
he is very, very gorgeous. And Dee and I met him at the beauty show on Saturday. And he's, well, he's just one bus. He's fabulous. He's dynamic. How can you describe him? Just, you know, one of those people that make you feel good about yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's one of those people, you know, you feel confident, you feel loved when you meet him. He just gives that back to you, and it's a very rare quality. So Dee, you introduced this gorgeous man.
Oh, he is gorgeous. Well, his name is Paul Wharton. He's an Emmy nominated presenter from the States who's actually settled over here, and he's going to talk about all of that. He's doing amazing things on television, and of course we are his favorites. And we'd like to bring him in. Come in, Paul.
Oh, yes, please.
Oh, Paul, it's so fabulous to see you. How are you?
Well, ladies, it is fabulous to see you too. I'm doing just great. Now that I'm with you all, how could I be losing? I'm winning.
Oh, how lovely. Thank you, darling. Darling, I wanted to talk to you about coming to the UK. And you've been here for 3 years, is that right?
Well, actually, this summer will make 2 years.
Oh, right.
One of my closest friends is a singer-actress named Vanessa Williams. Do you all know Vanessa?
Yeah.
These are the days, the sweetest days we'll know.
Fabulous.
So she was doing a show on the West End, City of Angels. And back in January 2020, she came over for rehearsals. Her show was opening on March 24th. And she said, you have to come to my show. And I said, of course I will. And she said, you know, I'm thinking about getting a place even after the show in London. I really love it there. And I said, I love it there too. She said, maybe you should get a place as well. I said, maybe I should. So that was kind of how it all started. And then of course, COVID happened. The show got shut down. She went back to America. But as I was looking forward to the big West End debut, I set my Tinder to London and met someone.
Oh,
Brilliant.
Yeah, I wanted to have a proper date.
So, yeah.
We stayed in touch, and in the summertime, Nothing was really going on. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and go for it. I'm going to challenge myself and see if I can go over to the UK, no agent, no gig lined up, just go over with a lot of determination and just see what I could turn out. And it's working out for me and I'm loving it.
That's why you've got the glow.
You like the glow.
Does London now feel like home to you?
It does feel like home. In fact, I was just in America last week. My same friend, Vanessa, she has a Broadway show that just opened called POTUS that was absolutely phenomenal. And I was saying to her and a few friends, oh, I've got to get back home. And they said, what? You are home. I said, oh, no. I mean, my home, like London. That's home now. I said, it is. I'm a Brit.
That's lovely. Paul, it's very interesting. So what connects you to Hydrafacial? How is your connection with them?
Well, Hydrafacial is basically a treatment that I just really have always been a fan of. I've been working in the business of helping people kind of live their most extraordinary life for all of my career. Somewhere along the way, well, for one thing, my skin story is when I was a teenager, like so many, I had the really bad cystic acne, and it did a number on my mental health. I mean, it really did. On top of all the other things that you go through, kind of coming of age, to have your skin kind of react in such a way like mine did was quite traumatic. And so over the years, obviously, I got that under control. And then as the years started going by, I started experimenting with different things, injectables and this and that. And I thought, oh my gosh, I'm losing myself somewhere in the process of all this. I started not to really recognize my face. And I found Hydrafacial probably about a decade ago. And I just love it because it enhances kind of your natural beauty, what you have going on. And it really is all about skin health. And that's just what I've always believed. So, Hydrafacial focuses on hydration, tone and texture, and also pores and kind of congestion. And really, once you get that down, we go through life face first, right? We walk into a room, people see our face first. So once you get the skin health part down, I think that kind of defining your look is really about refining your skin first. And then it all falls into place from there.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think it's very weird that so many people, they might have facelifts, but what I think makes people look younger is skin health when you glow.
Absolutely. And in fact, when I met you this weekend at Beauty Uncovered, that's one of the first things I noticed about you, Debbie. And you said, oh, you're one of us. And I thought, yeah, I am actually, because I saw that glow from the inside out. I mean, joy just kind of resonated from you. Obviously, you could tell that you're a beautiful woman, but it actually starts from the inside and comes through, right?
Oh, that's such a lovely thing to say. And I'll give you the money later.
I love it. I love it.
And you've worked a lot with Lorraine, haven't you?
I'm loving working with Lorraine. I started out, I said to them, I said, listen, everybody can do fashion, everybody can do beauty, but I really want to go a bit deeper. And lockdown did such a number on so many of us. And I worked with a woman named Sarah DeWitt. This was back in August on my first Lorraine show. And she had somehow throughout the pandemic, she had decided that her look offended people. Just her walking down the street gave her so much anxiety. She couldn't even go to her corner shop anymore. So when she came to the show, I mean, she was literally trembling. We went out for the day. We went to John Lewis. I took her to get a Hydrafacial. We went to my boxing class at Cobox and just had kind of a great day together. But when I was walking her through John Lewis, because I did the casting for America's Next Top Model for 16 cycles, and I had a show on MTV before about making girls into models and all of this. So I kind of know that whole model lifestyle. My mom also owned a modeling agency when I was a kid. So I took her through John Lewis and we were walking around. And I thought we were having such a great time, but she pulled me to the side and she says, that was so traumatic for me. Everybody was looking at me. So we had to kind of get through that and talk through that. But the end result was absolutely phenomenal. She got so much confidence from coming out there on set at Lorraine. She has since gone to a modeling agency and is now a full-figure model that is working and making money as a model. I mean, I think it's just the best story. So I'm loving my time on Lorraine. They've hooked me up with my new soulmate, Louise Redknapp. We have a kind of a show within a show called We've Got This, where we're helping women that feel stuck in a bit of a rut figure out the right next step. And I just think we're doing some really great work, and I'm loving Lorraine, and I love Lorraine herself. She's so much fun. Really enjoying the experience.
Absolutely.
And you I hear there's a nomination for an Emmy. Tell us about that.
Oh, that was such a great experience. One artist that I have admired my whole life is Patti LaBelle. Do you ladies know who Patti LaBelle is?
Yeah.
Okay, so I was a little boy that'd be at home singing "Somewhere Over the Rainbow." My dad would come in. He's like a builder coming from the construction site, and I would be doing "Flying Away, Honey." I'm flying over the rainbow. So I've always been a huge fan. And when I was a kid, I used to save my allowance and go to all her concerts. So she would come into town down to Constitution Hall in Washington, D.C. And let's just say she would have shows on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. I would get tickets for all 3 nights. And one night I was there and Patti LaBelle came out. I found out that she would exit the stage door and meet her fans. So of course I had to come back the next night. And I went out, I snuck around and I waited. And finally Patti LaBelle came out. But when Patti came out, so my ride was there too. And they were like, come on, let's go. I said, no, I've got to meet Patti. Well, my ride ended up leaving me. And the man standing next to me got to the other side, told Patti LaBelle that this little boy was there. His ride had left him. She comes out covered in diamonds and jewels and fur and just everything fabulous to me. You know, my eyes were as big as a saucer. And she points at me and she says, you, me? You, come over here. She said, me. So she said, what am I supposed to do? I can't just leave you out here. If worse comes to worse, you're going to have to climb in the back of this limo with me. Of course, in my head, I'm renaming myself Paul LaBelle. Okay. I'll call mom. She'll be okay. I'll send her back some money from the road. You know what I mean? So 27 years later to the date, I'm a working television personality working for Fox Television in the States. And I do these holiday specials every year because I love cooking and entertaining. And where I'm from, we just open our homes and that's how we show love. And I just really wanted to get Patti LaBelle on the show. And I'm not sure, ladies, if it was manifestation or if I was telling a fib, but people would say, who's on your holiday special this year? I said, Patti LaBelle. Oh, really? Where are you going to film it? And I said, at her house. I hadn't talked to her. I hadn't talked to anyone. But I really wanted to do it. I manifested it and it happened. So it was 27 years, pretty much to the date. We go into Patti LaBelle's house. I take my mother there with me. And my mother says, my son was at a concert of yours and he was 13 years old and you offered him a ride home. And I just want to thank you. And Patti instantly says, you're that boy? And she goes through the whole story from 27 years ago. And she knew exactly that moment. So it wasn't just special to me, it was special to her. And I think that's what the viewers saw. We just reminisced and we talked about our families and the food that brings us together and just all the good stuff. So it's Home for the Holidays with Paul Wharton and Patti LaBelle. People can check it out on YouTube still.
That's so moving and beautiful. Tell me, you, I believe, have Pretty Twisted?
Oh, I was hoping that you'd mention that. I was hoping that you would. Ladies, I need each of you, Debbie D, Sherry, Harriet, I need you all to come to my book signing in September. Yes, this is Pretty Twisted. This is the ultimate guide to creating fabulous craft cocktails at home.
Oh, and how do you know so well? It's like it's a segue. It's a natural. That's perfect.
So natural. If you follow me on Instagram, you'd know it. You said, boy, he likes his cocktails.
What's your favorite cocktail?
Well, my go-to is a gimlet. And that's what pretty much drink every day.
That's classic. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a classic. So, and I usually have mine with vodka. I am a new partner. Yeah. I'm a new partner at this brand. It's called D1. And I'm going to send you ladies some. It's D1 London Spirits. Yeah. So we have vodka and gin. And I'm the latest owner of that, which I'm super excited. So I use, of course, my D1 all throughout.
My favorite cocktail is a twinkle, which is champagne, vodka, elderflower cordial liqueur with a twist of lemon. Darling, once you've
Ooh.
never go back. Just saying.
You'll never go back. I love anything with that where I won't go back. I love it. I think it's fantastic. So in Pretty Twisted Part 2, I will be putting in the twinkle. But in this book, you'll find the history of 52 cocktails. You can try a new one every week. I tell stories about where I was when I first experienced them, different celebrities that I drank these cocktails with, Oprah Winfrey introducing me to tequila and that whole, and us
Darling,
kind of going
every
down.
week. I'm confused. Surely it should be every day. Surely.
Yes, it.
Yeah. It's a bit bewildering. Think who you're talking to, darling. It's a new cocktail every day. It's not a problem.
I love it. Where do you live? I'm coming to your house, Harriet. It's like a fun house.
Yeah, darling, what is happening next? So you've got all these amazing things happening. Is there something else in the future? Have you got a tour? Have you got your own show that we're all going to be on? What's happening?
Well, yeah, I hope so. I'm currently working with ITV Studios and the fabulous women that run it, because women run the world. And I'm really enjoying working with them. We're developing shows, we're shooting things, and we shall see. We'll have some great news to announce soon. But we've been shooting some wonderful things, and I'm super thrilled to be working with the people at ITV Studios. So we'll see. Fingers crossed, ladies. I'm out here.
Yeah, so when you're able to, when you come back, when you can tell us what the exciting news is, will you come back and tell us, please?
I absolutely will. And I definitely want to come back and mix up some cocktails for you ladies in September.
Maybe we don't have to do something virtual. Maybe it could be in real life.
Oh,
Let's do it. Let's do it, ladies.
Well,
Let's do it.
See, Dee and I are lucky enough to have seen you in real life and had a kiss and a cuddle.
Yes, we did.
How
and
much
now I
did you
want
pay him, Debbie? How much did you pay?
It was divine. I absolutely loved it. Now, my favorite cocktail is an old fashioned.
Yes. Well, that's certainly in the book. That's certainly in the book as well.
Yeah.
Well, listen, I can't wait. We're going to have so much fun mixing these cocktails, and we'll have to have a little bite and just have some fun. Also, I was signing this book yesterday. This is my book called Pulling It All Together, Essential Style Advice on Being Beautiful, Confident, and most of all, happy. So this has all the essential tips. This is more about the fashion and the beauty and self-love and self-care, because really, how can you love someone else if you don't love yourself first, right?
Yeah.
Can I get a name?
Exactly, darling.
Yeah.
You're
so yeah, people can definitely check this out.
Fantastic guest. And please come back and see us.
Please.
Well, you are my new sisters. I am your brother. Calling me anytime. I would love to be a part of your show. It's been such a privilege. And thank you for spreading all the love, all the gratitude, and all the faith. You guys are everything, and I'm loving it.
Darling. Cheers to you.
Cheers. Cheers, ladies.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Has he gone off with Sherry? Because what the hell is going on?
Yeah, I think him and Sherry came in together, and I think they got together. And I think this is actually, I'm really quite upset by that, because it means that he's not with us.
I know.
He moves very fast. Wants to. That's all I'm saying. And it's very frustrating. But maybe you can be with him again down the line. Where the hell is she? Is she taking him off into space? I think we're going to find out, girls. This is ridiculous.
You can take him off for a twinkle, and I'll take him off for an old fashioned. That sounds disgusting. Anyway,
I think that sounds absolutely wonderful, darling. I'll do both with him.
Bye, girls. I'm
Bye.
off to my
Bye.